look thirsty. A drink, sir? Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain? Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence. Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in parikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
You have no right to interfere in Rauatai's business.
Huana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemir cares even less.
If this is what passes for Rauatai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
If you've come to see Arkemir, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
Tamar and I wanted something from Arkemir. Our powers of persuasion leave much to be desired.
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rauatai. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The Queen sent me to remind you both. Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason. The same. He keeps to himself, inviting no one but Facina behind the walls of his estate.
He and his apprentice run the Dark Cupboard, a local magic shop.
I believe that he had dealings with black market treasure hunters. Not that the Queen will implicate him.
She's too preoccupied negotiating with the warmongers at her door.
Arkemir could be drinking Kawiki wine with dead kings. There's no finding him if he doesn't want to be found.
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkemir time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkemir? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
I suppose I can spare a moment. I heard tell of Ephron, a thief with a penchant for making house calls. Word has it that Ephron made his way inside of Arkemir's manor and later died. Now his soul is bound to the fortune-telling machine in the Dark Cupboard. Strange fate. I help finance expeditions around the Isles, which often means keeping an ear to the ground. Not very romantic from behind a desk, but Rauatai's campaign could use the extra coin. It's a handsome piece of rock, which some call valuable. I won't dispute that point if the value goes to Rauatai. I suppose it's no secret that we're after more than some arbitrary cultural touchstone. We're looking for a route to Ukaizo. Stands to reason that ancient lore would be a key to finding the place. Arkemir is a magical savant and a recluse. That makes for a very dangerous combination. He relies on imps and ironclad constructs to maintain the estate. When you've lived as long as Arkemir, I suppose trust becomes a problem. Fine by me. I'm looking forward to the day when the Harapo epic is someone else's concern. When it comes to finding the Lost Island, we can't afford to neglect any lead. The Ranganui seeks to saddle the weather and harness the storm. If there is a place where this can happen, it is Ukaizo. All of her pretenses of cultural pride are a means to an end. Like the rest of the Huana, she isn't above exploiting any advantage if she can profit from it. As you say.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not. Of course.
The sea is true home. That smelly mountain. What you want? Arkemir doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet. But Arkemir not home. So worthless idiot watches the ships come in, looks at all the tasty gulls. Those Arkemir's big words. Gave name, but worthless idiot no understand. That's so? Worthless idiot should ask Stinkfoot or Catbreath what they say. How often you beat your crew, huh? No beatings? None? I joined crew? I joined crew!
Takehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
Guildmaster, be reasonable. I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool. Akira, it's always both where this one is concerned.
My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
Akira, the significance is clearer to some than others.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Ugh, insufferable. Did you need something? Or is it enough to bask in perfection? Well, through our connection to the gods, the Hawana mold water like it is clay, easing it into an assumed form. We could sink every ship in Rawatai's fleet if they drew too close to the city, but some of us have gentler tastes. Some of us see water shaping for what it is, a gift of divine expression. Well, surely you have seen my works across Nekitaka. Look to the antechamber of the Kahanga Palace for my Apple of Ngati, or to the luminous bathhouse for my Dance of the Wanton Priestess. For as long as there have been Hawana, there have been water shapers. But only since Takehu has water shaping been art. Kira, I bring art to the Guild of Water Shapers, but they do not tolerate expression here. What I am is to blame, I say. A fine guess, but no. It is because I am a godlike, kissed by the fish goddess at birth. Water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Hawana, and apparently I am too. Savior to the tribes. The only question is, do I return to my duties, or while away a few hours in the bathhouse? The waters are fine, I say. Finer still with company. Take no offense. Time alone is never wasted, I say. Kira, I sent the prince a missive and heard nothing back. He is a busy warrior in a time of peace, I say. A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Periki's Overlook. What does a watcher do? Ikera. Just so. I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist. My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment. The tide brings unexpected gifts. You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Adra Colossus reach my ears. And louder whispers of a corpse who follows him. What will you do when you catch up to this walking god? Ha! For me, there is not enough rum in the Deadfire to even consider it. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship. Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
Always worth suspecting the captain be drawn to the blue and the beautiful. Welcome aboard, lad.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ngati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion. Good guess. Only for as long as, well, I say you will learn. In time.
Indeed.
Did you need something? I can feel the connection to Andra just like Myru taught me. But there's something missing. Maybe it's my form. That's okay. Persistence is everything, right?
You have questions for me. Speak up, I say. Is that name supposed to mean something to me? If what you're saying is remotely true, it would be a violation of our order, not to mention a breach of trust with the Crown. I can take it from here. Better to keep such matters discreet. Oh, how very enlightened of you. But the Crown holds us to a higher standard, and so do I. Ikera, my pleasure. Water shaping is a talent bestowed on the Juana by the goddess Ngati. Periki was the first in recent memory to organize the talent into a series of teachable forms. What else would you like to know? Our art is the yield of the Juana's ancient covenant with the goddess. Our ancestors pledged to protect the luminous Adra, the islands, and the tribes. Ngati gifted us with the strength to keep our promise. We control tides, prevent storm damage, and keep unwelcome ships at bay. Lately, we haven't experienced an artistic revival of sorts, thanks to our star pupil, Takehu. We represent the best of Juana achievement, no small responsibility. Ikera, speak freely.
Indeed.
for, Cap? Aye.
This is why you don't neglect your chores.
Of course.
What say, friend? The Guild's sanctum has seen better days. Simply a caretaker. I dust off Periki's tomb and try to keep the place tidy. Caring for the Guild Hall usually means drying off when others get wet in practice. A sanctum for master water shapers, I say. No students or outsiders allowed. I have never been there myself. Myru assures me the room has no need of cleaning. Akira. One of middling skill, if I am generous. Not all of us can boast of Takehu's talent. But Nagati touches us differently, I say. The Guild didn't used to allow outsiders the freedom of our halls. Akira. But how times change.
Yes? I'm here. Absolutely. Indeed. Happily.
Ventre, a moment. I saw you speak to my dear amico Degnos, so I thought to myself, why, Talfor, you must meet him too. That is good to hear. So rare it is that I am glad of a stranger's interference. Would you like an escort to Queensbereth, Ventre? You never know what rough types may be about, and I would hate to see you waylaid. A gracious offer. We accept. Perguano, let us be off.
Where is my seal? Postinago, did you take it again? You will feel the bite of the cat's tail if you have lost it, boy. A delivery boy with a smart mouth. What a surprise. Are you not one? Tonderi, I would never have guessed. Is this Nazenali a friend of yours, Degnos?
An acquaintance only, Casita. From the Luminous Bathhouse.
First you waste my servant's time, and now you have the gall to waste mine as well. Chaudhry! He is so incompetent, strangers must complete his errands for him.
And that is not a... Casita, please do not.
Tiveras! Degnos, you will explain this. And what is this, eh? Que?
Grant me wings.
It is a pity you let him escape. He will be found. I will make it so. I did not think he had the stones. And now I will never know the extent of his sabotage. Trade routes, partners, cargo. Anyone may know them now, Merla! But you have saved my life. Agrasima, for your trouble. Your intervention has given me much work to do. Leave me to my tasks. Kores.
beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat. Fasina sent you, didn't she? Bostinago, just for these? Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them. Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it? Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back. I
like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary. Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law, and still be seen as a monster. Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
Be calling it whatsoever you like, Captain Cogswallow. But your honest and respectable slavery be slavery all the same.
Your toy pirate speaks out of turn. I would teach him a lesson if I were you, Captain. You must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom. 400 pyres are what Berteno owes, and I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded. Then our business is concluded.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt. For the first time in my life, I'm free. Ak, this feels amazing, and I'm going to sail this lucky streak wherever it takes me. If you see Fasina, tell her I'm hiding out with some principy friends. Also, catch! It's a new Berteno all the way. Pirate Berteno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
My hands are feel. Don't take this the wrong. I'm sure. Let's talk again.
You're back. Kue, any news? You are willing to put up all that money? What of the gloves? What happened to them? At least I know Arkemir won't feed me to the imps. Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it. I hate him from horn to hoof. More than once I've caught him smearing feces all over our selection of cloaks. Not that this should dissuade you from buying one. No, we are talking about the same little flying stinker? Maybe I ought to be nicer to the little thing. We both hate Arkemir, so we have that much in common.
Fasina much nicer lately. Said hello before she kicked me. Progress, eh?